We just wrapped up the Bet on Me 3 challenge. I got my boy Ricco Barrino here, man. What's up with it, my boy? I appreciate you for coming out, man.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Man. You know what I mean? Tell us about your experience, man. What you feel about it, man?
I always felt like the Carolinas in a whole had something to say as a collective. I always felt like South Carolina had real talent, but it just needed to be cultivated and discovered. I feel like tonight, with the platform that you guys put together, that was well put together, I feel like you gave the artists a chance to be heard and seen so that the rest of the world could see that South Carolina has something to offer.
Yeah, well, we actually had a couple people from North Carolina also join.
Okay.
We had people that was willing to join from New York, Georgia, but
wow.
You know what I mean? It's just the transportation
right
here, you know, that's a little ways away, but you know, we trying to bring the Carolinas together.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And just like I heard you talking to all the contestants earlier, it's all about networking.
Right.
That's the number one thing.
Right.
And, you know, I'm not even from South Carolina. I'm from Ohio.
Right.
But it's just like South Carolina is just missing that one little thing. That's what it is. The next man don't want to see the next man be on top.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like we started this challenge to try to bring us together and have each other compete against each other, but also still be able to network.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I appreciate you coming. You came a long way for this one right here, man.
Well, again, you know, just to piggyback off what you said, it's really not about where you're from, it's about where you're going. Rather be Ohio. If you look at Atlanta, Georgia, it's a melting pot. And people it's full of people who want to be great. If we can start to put that drop in the water to where it infuses and it spreads abroad, then we have that chance here. It's about being able to have a certain level of thought and surround yourself around greats. Remember, iron sharpens iron.
Facts.
So again, it's not where you're from. It's about where you're trying to go and who you're trying to be around in order to elevate. And I think tonight was a great example of how you're calling out people who want to be great and giving them a shot at being great. So I applaud you guys for that.
So after sitting there and watching the 6 artists that we gave a chance to perform on this platform, what did you see different from our show compared to any other show that you also attended? Because we're not a show. It's not a showcase. It's a challenge.
Right.
You know what I mean? When we have a lot on the line, we gave out a distribution deal tonight through Empire. Shout out to Empire. Shout out to Chuck from Fast Life. You know, they're also getting 2-hour studio time over at Arcadia Studios. Shout out to Arcadia Studios. And official rights to that beat that you heard 6 times.
Right.
Different artists.
Right.
Aries the producer.
Right.
Over at Glow Street.
Right.
Music video shot by me, Day One Entertainment.
Right.
You know, so outside of the prizes, they typically kind of give out prizes. Sometimes it's just, just show up, perform.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
What did you see different that stood out to you the most?
What stood out to me the most was structure. A lot of people don't stick to the script. Even if it's not going their way, they get uncomfortable and they don't learn how to stick to the script. What I love about you guys is there were moments when the artist was gonna try to steer off, but you stuck to the script. You might have turned it down because you understood the power of an attention span. I always say that in our culture, it's a 60-second society. The first 30, they may love you. The next 30, they may hate you. The first 30, they may hate you and then realize you grew on them and now they love you. And
that's big facts.
Right. So I think what I really enjoyed seeing you guys do is have the professionalism to know when to cut things off and stick to the script. And also be able to give the artist the platform so people can critique them in order to make them better.
That's big facts, man. We only get better and better. This is Bet on Me 3. I'm sitting down with my boy Ricco Barrino. Right before you slide, my boy, You know what I mean? I know it's a long ride back home, man. I seen a Long Lived Off with Jay Fizzle, your boy, man. Yeah, man, that was very, very deep, man. Every line throughout that song, I felt it. Through all your music.
I appreciate that.
But through that song, I feel like you touched my soul. I never lost a brother, but I lost friends close enough to call my brother.
Right.
And it was just like, after hearing that, I called all my brothers up, man. It's now I got 9 brothers. I called them all up just to say I love you, man.
I always look at it like, you know, you got certain artists that are being able to say what they need to say and really captivate. Al Green was one of them, James Brown, today's generation, Life Jennings. When he says certain things that are politically correct, he knows how to put a certain pain into it.
Definitely heard that pain,
you know what I mean?
Emotion through that one right there, man. Definitely. Man.
And so that's what I wanted to be able to bring, the pain of how I felt losing my brother. At the same time, I was able to get out and heal from losing a son myself.
Yeah. Sorry about your loss, man. Sorry about your loss.
But the thing is, that healing, within that healing, I was able to touch other brothers, guys in the penitentiary, guys who have lost people in the streets.
Yeah.
So to hear that come from you is a real honor.
Appreciate that, my boy. Appreciate that, my boy. What you working on next, man? You ain't gotta go ahead and give us a whole little thing, man. I know you got a lot you working on. You know.
So right now, currently the ROCKSOUL label, which is, you know, ran by me and my sister. For those of you who don't know, my little sister is Fantasia, and so right now I've been executive producing her project. It's crazy because finally she's gonna come out with a gospel album. But the good thing about it is I've structured it to where anyone can listen. You know, I want to be able to have real songs to where the thug on the street, you know what I'm saying, the cat on the street can listen to it, and he don't mind listening to it because he's not intimidated. I try to speak to everyone. I try to be very particular with my writing. We already kind of halfway through with the R&B project. This is going to put us ahead of the curve because she's getting ready to come out, as you know, in December with the movie where she's the star of the new version of The Color Purple.
Color Purple?
Yes.
With Oprah?
With Oprah. Actually, Oprah is over it.
Man.
We got it, you know, it's some Oscar talk, Oscar nomination talk, but
hey, this is an exclusive right here now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is an exclusive, man.
Yeah.
Color Purple, man, I love that, man. I grew up off that movie, every part about it, man. And hey, when she held that blade to his neck, I just knew she was going off, buddy, right there at that moment, man.
Well, the good part is we get to see not only the movie revised, but a musical version where they dancing and everything. So, you know, we got superstars like Taraji P. Henson, Chloe, I forgot Chloe's sister.
Chloe Bailey.
What's the sister? What's her sister name?
What's
the other Bailey girl? Anyway, the one who played the mermaid. Haley. So you got Taraji, Haley, you got Sierra.
Yeah.
And the list goes on. But just know that, you know, we're gearing up for December and, you know, putting on for the Carolinas.
Man, and it's going to be bigger and better, man. Yeah. It's going to be definitely bigger and better. Yeah. That's a classic, man. Hey, like I said, man, it's your boy Ron Slick, a.k.a. Day One Entertainment. We just wrapped up the Bet On Me 3, man. Watch out for 4, man. Appreciate you, Ricco, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Always a pleasure, man.
Salute.